Hi guys, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to my channel. So in today's vlog, I am at Donington with the California Superbike School. Now I'm here doing level 1 as I've never done a California Superbike School day before, and I'm really excited to see what it entails. I know they have quite a strict syllabus. We have 5 sessions out on track, 5 debriefings. You arrive, you go to the California Superbike garage, whichever that may be. There'll be a stand there. You go and see one of the chaps or chapesses, and then you get yourself booked on. When you've done that, there's a kit inspection, so they make sure that you're wearing all the appropriate gear and that it's going to be safe for being out on track. And then you go to MSV, which is at the main reception, to sort of book in with them. So there's kind of 2 bookings that you have to do. So make sure you're here for 7, don't be like me, a little bit late, and then you will be in time for your briefing. It's a briefing for everyone, safety briefing, and that's at 8 o'clock. So for the level 1 guys, such as myself, I've never done this before, there are 2 coloured bands. So I'm green, but there is a yellow one. The yellow group is out now on track doing their first session. Now the first session is 1 gear, which they've advised to be 4th, and no brakes, can't use the brakes. So it's just all about that throttle control the first session. So yeah, I'm on the ZX10R Kawasaki, brand new, never ridden that bike before, so I'm excited to see how it rides, get some nice critique from my instructor Mike. All right, let's get out there. So my instructor that session was Mike. I've just had my debriefing with Mike, and yeah, it was really interesting, that session. I've never been on track just using 1 gear before and no brakes, and it sounds like it would be easy, but there's so many different people on track and their idea of fast and slow differs from yours. So sometimes you catch people up and then you kind of have to brake even though you try not to brake. But yeah, it was a really interesting session. I liked it because I felt like I could work on my smoothness as opposed to on a normal track day. You just go out, everything's a bit leery, a bit scary, whereas everything was nice and controlled and nice and smooth. So yeah, that's throttle control done, so on to the next. Just come back in from the second session. This session was all about turn points, so they put some markers out for us, and it's actually quite surprising like how some are not where you think they'd be, and it really makes you think. So yeah, that was mainly 2 gears, still no brakes. Just about to have a debrief now and then have some lunch, get all carbed up. After dinner, we're going to do the third session, which is all about steering quickly. They've given us some magical, mystical ways on how to do this, so I'm going to try and put it in practice and hopefully be turning quicker. This time we can use 2 gears and gentle brakes. So we'll give that a go now. out of the briefing for the quick turn session that we did. Now we're about to go out, and this session is all about rider input. So basically how you behave on the motorcycle and how what you do influences how stable that bike is and how it rides. So I'm going to give it a go, put some tips that Mike has told me into practice, and see if I can feel more stable, planted, and turn quicker and just be more comfortable really. Well guys, I've just finished the fourth session, which was rider input. It's all about what I was doing on the bike and how I was inhibiting it. But I've unlocked some skills that they teach here, which has made me turn so much quicker, and I actually feel like I'm smooth, flowing and consistent now, which is pretty good. The next session, which is the final session of the day, is the 2-step, I think it's called like vision, and it's basically all to do with your sight and where you're looking and where you're supposed to be going. So, because it's the last session of the day, I'm going to team everything that I've learned and specifically focus, I think, obviously do the vision stuff, but on the rider input, because I feel like that has made the biggest difference to me today. So, without further ado, let's get the final lap in and I'll speak to you at the end. Right, so that is the final session of the day done, the 5th session. This was all about two-step vision, and it was probably my quickest lap. You could use all the gears, any braking amount that you want, and I felt like I've just really come on smoother, faster, better, you know, steering, and it's just becoming more effortless. Normally I'm like at this point of the track day, but I'm actually relatively fresh from not tiring myself out unnecessarily. I've had an amazing time at the California Superbike School, and yeah, thanks Donnie for having me.